Okay, now you noticed I did the grandma trick. Instead of doing the far side one-on-one, I turned it into this grandma kind of move. What I'm going to do, this is with a bar arm, which is not an arm bar. I'm using my arm as a bar. So it's a bar arm on his other side. So instead of grandma, I'm going to overhook it. Like I'm underhook it kind of for the grandma. It's going to be an overhook. So come on now. The way I like to set this up is from the side. Anytime I'm on the side of the guy, I'm going to bump him and put his weight into this arm so this arm's light. Then I can pull it up and I can place it on his back. Then I change sides here. Now I've got the nice bar arm on this side. Right, again, pull your arm down. Then it's stuck because the lever is jamming his back. Come up on high defense. So from here, again, I'm going to take that Nelson. Now, all I have to do is just the same deal. I'm going to drive him this way towards his far arm and put him down. Okay? Notice my head's in the mat. One more time. I won't do the setup. Just give me the bar. So, remember, well, let me show you. So I'm on this side. I lean and I pull it up and I jam it in. Okay? Then I come around to this side, go like I'm for a one-on-one, and his arm reaches out like I'm chasing it. That's when I put on my half. Once the half is done, and this bar is done, I drive over the far side. Okay? The far side, and put my head down on the mat. Come back up. Now, so again, it's not always going to go your way. So, you okay?
Yeah, this one's terrible.
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
fantastic. No, it's great.
Yeah. So let's just start with the bar. So I have the bar. Put it here so I don't end up wrenching it too much. So I got the bar, and I got the half. Now, look, if I try to drive him, but I can't, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to take this knee, notice it's behind, I'm going to put it in front of this knee. My knee now is behind it. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it in front. Now I'll turn him this way for the pin, over the near side. You understand? You okay?
Yeah.
So I can take it, push him that way, but if I can't get it, after 2 or 3 seconds, I put my knee in front and pull him this way. So either way, and it's a finisher, right? I mean, it's awful.
Oh, it's awful.
If I really started cranking into him,
it's terrible.
I'm being nice to him because he's my friend of 20 years. But if you really want to push on him, you'll cut off their air, you'll neck crank them, and pin them all at the same time.
Shoulder lock as well.
Yeah, when you get that bar arm.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're smart, by the way, just down for a second, give me this arm. Don't let this arm, your turn around. Don't let the arm do that. Put the arm here. Because if you do this, when I roll you, this is also going to go up your back. So then you're going to get a nice chicken wing on it too. So, really simple. Half with a bar arm. If it doesn't work, pushing them over their far side shoulder, that should be your go-to because you have strength. Off your legs, I can jump and jam that hip into his armpit and roll him over. But if that doesn't work, put your knee in front. If you don't do that, it's not going to work as well. On a decent wrestler, it definitely won't work. Put your knee in front and pull him the other way over the near side shoulder. Okay, so the quarter Nelson is pretty good. In fact, Jesse's going to show you some really killer setups. What do you call it? The reverse. Billy called it the reverse anaconda or something.
The reverse anaconda.
So it's really great for setups, for all kinds of stuff. And we're going to go into finishes, but I want to show you a counter. However, I want to show you how to not get countered just with the hold without having to re-counter. So back down. So the counter, and I'll show you in a second here. When I've got this here, the thing when you've got a Nelson, I want to really be driving my weight and try to put any Nelson, like a half Nelson, 3/4, I really want to be trying to put my hip up in his armpit. So I want to be up on him like this. This is very difficult for him to counter out of this position. I can turn him, I can set up my submission, whatever. Okay, so let's switch out. So quarter, he's got me in a quarter, now get closer. That's it. Now do like a looser, like a normal guy, because this is not going to work on the Nelson, quarter Nelson I'm showing you. All you're going to do is this hand is going to clamp on his leg and arm. His leg end that's going underneath. Now, let me out for a second. This is going to be the same. Anytime somebody puts their arm underneath, you're going to do this same counter. Anytime somebody is doing a half with under the armpit, you're going to do the other counter I'll show you during half Nelsons. But for now, this is anytime they reach underneath. Go ahead. So he's here, I clamp. Now, I'm going to lift this near side leg to him. I'm going to sprag up, and I'm going to slide this knee to his knee and roll him over me. So we're here, clamp up, knee, roll, elevate him over, come here, and to a finish that you like. So one more time. Puts on a Nelson, I clamp, lift my knee, roll him over me, elevate, come on top, and finish however you want to finish. So that's a counter, standard counter to a quarter Nelson. Okay, so again, the counter on a 3/4, you have to clamp the arm, the arm near to him, you're going to clamp his arm, you're going to step up with your near leg to him, and you're going to sit through into him. The way I remember it is I go knee to knee. And then you can elevator him with the knee that touches his knee, and he rolls over you. Okay? Clamp, sprag, sit in, roll, elevate, and into your finish. From this side, clamp, knee, sit into him, elevate, and around. Counter to a 3/4, or to a quarter Nelson.